Hello, good day, and welcome to another presentation from us at Project Consultants Limited. Now, today I will be doing a slab calculation for a work that is ongoing, and the work that I'm making mention of is the one that you see on screen. So, usually, whenever you reach a particular stage of a work, customers usually ask for a cost projection for a upcoming phase, and in this particular case, the customer would ask for a projection to do the slab on top of this building. And we would have given a rough projection of a little bit over $3 million. And some would say that the cost is a little bit over the top because the building is not all that big. But I usually say to people that costs are not based on your emotional stance, it's based on detail. So if there's not a detail to be used to confirm that a cost is too much or too little, then the claim makes no sense. So for this particular building, we have our area of 164 square meter. If you were to convert that into imperial, that would be you multiplying the 164 times 10.76. Now, this conversion can also be done by going to Google and clicking convert meter square to square feet. You might have a minor bit of a fraction different, but it's not going to be far from that. Now, the elements that we are going to use for our setup today is going to be labor and material. And we are also going to have a little section that we have a little managerial fee to be considered after the rough figures are calculated. So we are going to just add some data to confirm how we arrive at the cost that's over $3 million. Now, the first thing to consider is going to be labor-related costs. And one of the first things that falls under the labor cost will be the cost to put up this former, or what one would call the framework. So in this case, the framework usually consists of joists and also shores. Shores are also referred to as props, and likewise you would have sheeting that can either be ply or anything else. So to put on all of this framework to include the support, which can be metal props, we are going to have a cost that is projected to be $295,000. The other cost to consider is the cost for steelwork, and that's going to come in at a cost of $218,000. Separate and apart from that, we're going to have a cost for masonry, and that is for the placement of the concrete. That is going to come in at a cost of $65,000. And then you're going to have a cost that's presented for electrical and plumbing provisions. So in this case, I'm just going to use a rough check, and I'm going to say that we are reserving $120,000 for the electrician, and we are reserving a cost of $60,000 for the plumber. Now, these figures would have been short of a zero, so I have to make a correction. Sorry about that. All right, so we would have those figures together, and then we would have to now consider the materials. Now, the first material that we're going to add is steel. And in this case, I'm not going to use sums like I did on the initial stage. I am going to use quantities to make my specification. So in this case, we are going to look at a total of 263 pieces of ½ inch, and I am going to divide that by 125 to say how much ton it is. So that's saying a little bit over 2 tons of steel, and we are going to use a unit value for steel of $130,000. And that's going to say the steel cost is going to be $274,000. In this particular case, you want to reserve at least a roll of binding wire, and I am going to use that at a cost of $6,000. And I'm also going to consider the 1/3/16s, which are seen as slab, and I'm going to use 30 pieces of that at a cost of $1,100. Other thing to consider is 2/4/16s, which are mostly going to be used for the joists that are used to support the sheeting, and we are going to put that at a count of 110 pieces. And we are going to use our unit cost for that to be $1,800. After that, we are going to have the rental of props, and in this case, this is saying that we need about 150 pieces of props that need to be rented for a total of 28 days. So we are going to say 28 times a unit rate for the prop rental a day, which is $50. So that's over $200,000 just going to prop rental. And we also have to consider things like electrical accessories. I'm going to put this as a sum. And in this case, I'm going to make my provision be, in this case, another $100,000 for electrical provisions. And we are going to make the plumbing provision be about $80,000. Now, one of the other big elements that you're going to have to consider in this case is concrete. And everybody knows that I usually go for ready-mix concrete when it comes down to slab because I am more interested in quality above all other things. So for this particular building, which is 1,764 square feet, this is showing that I would need about 38 yards of concrete. And the unit rate that I'm using for concrete, $28,000 per cubic yard, which is going to show a total cost for concrete to be $1,064,000. So upon showing that rough cost put together, we are at a total of $2.7 million. So one consideration that needs to be added now is oversight and management, supervision. So I'm going to put in that as 15%, and adding that to the cost would give me a total of $408,000 to properly manage and ensure that the slab is put in place, that the customer's money is secured, and that is coming to a grand total of $3.1 million. Now, one has to be reminded that the plumbing and electrical are provisional. I did not do a calculation for those as yet. So there is a possibility that these costs can be more. It's just that I don't have the time to go through that in this video. So one may seek to validate whether or not I got this wrong, how much more or less material they think would be needed, and if they would now say that a cost over $3 million is too much. Now, one might say you can reduce the supervision to 10%, and that would get to 2.9. It's almost $3 million just the same. But at the end of the day, as simple as this structure might look, if the customer is not budgeting in the range of about $3 million, then the customer is coming up short, and then you would have commonly a situation where there's either going to be a conflict with workers, or it's going to be a case that the work is going to be left undone. But don't ever look at just rough building and draw conclusions as to cost, because in the moment it will seem like everything is extremely expensive if you start at the finishing point without looking at the details. And that's what many customers in Jamaica do. Now, one other thing that might affect costs or can affect costs is maybe if the rates that are used to arrive at the figures for labor are changed, but that's a whole different discussion. I'm not going to go through that in this particular presentation. But anyway, that's where I'm going to be closing it off. And my final is a slab of 1,764.64 square feet. In this particular instance, is lining up with a cost of about $3.1 million. Now, it is very important to note that I have excluded a few additional items that could go with the material, and these are going to include the following. It's going to include things like nails or screws that are used to put up slabs. It's also going to exclude the delivery of materials and also any other accessory that would be needed. So if those were to be added, that would also add to the cost, and this cost would go up a little bit more. So I'm just pointing out this so you can have this in your consideration that the minor accessories were not considered. But the reality will be that it's something that is a part of the whole slab installation requirements. Anyway, hope you have a great day. Gonna be heading out. Take care.